Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. I'm not sure how the lighting's going to do, it's like the greyest day ever, but that's besides the point because we are taking it back. We're going old school today and we're doing an old-fashioned Q&A. So as you know, we are very close to hitting 1k, which I'm so excited about, but it does mean there's a lot of new people here and I actually haven't done a Q&A in like over a year, so I thought it was about time I went on and did one. And I actually took to Instagram and just did it on my stories, so if you do want to participate in a future Q&A, if I do another one, make sure you follow me on Instagram because that's where I'll be posting it. And it was really nice that so many of you actually responded, which I really didn't expect, which was really lovely. So thanks very much if you did, but let's jump on in. So the first question is, what star sign are you? So my birthday is the 20th of October 1997, which makes me a Libra. And I actually thought it'd be fun to kind of Google what the characteristics of a Libra are. I kind of know them off the top of my head. I think it's like romantic or like indecisive and things, but I thought it'd be cool just to read it and then kind of go through it and see if it matches up. I'm not really into that much of astrology like I really used to be. I used to like really look into it when I met someone new and things, but now I just kind of take people for what they are and I don't really care about their star sign. But let's have a look. People born under the sign of Libra are peaceful, fair, and they hate being alone. Very true, I do hate being alone. Partnership is very important for them as their mirror and someone giving them the ability to be the mirror themselves. Very complicated, but I am in a relationship, so I guess that makes sense. These individuals are fascinated by balance and I cannot read, this was a bad idea. These individuals are fascinated by balance and symmetry. They are in constant chase for justice and equality, realising through life that the only thing that should be truly important to themselves is their own inner core of personality. Maybe. That may be true. I have been recently like getting into like getting rid of the external stuff and focusing more on like the inner being of a human, so maybe that's true. This is someone ready to do nearly anything to avoid conflict, keeping the peace wherever possible. That is not true. I am well up for conflict, as my friends will tell you. Not necessarily with like I don't have arguments with my friends, but if we're in a situation where something's not right and I need to stand up for someone or something, like I'm gonna be that person. So I guess there are good and bad points of being a Libra, and some of them do fit my personality, but then sometimes I think they're so generic that maybe I could be any star sign, who knows. But to answer the question, I am a Libra. The next question was, do you like living in London? And yes, I freaking love it, which is really surprising. I really never thought I would be a city girl. The idea of like living in London was just not for me. Like I didn't even want to look around at any London universities. But after living here for 3 years now, I can honestly say, hand on heart, I really, really love it. I have managed to find spaces of London that aren't too central and aren't your typical chaotic, busy London, and are more like green spaces and open airs and a bit more chill and laid back, which definitely suit my vibe a lot better. So I really like it. I've just found parts of London that work better for me compared to others. Everyone's different, but for me, I really enjoy it. I like being in the hustle and bustle, and I like being able to have central London really close, but also a bit further out of London to kind of chill and have a bit of a break. The sun is coming out. I am freaking glowing right now. Wow. The next question is one I've actually been getting a lot recently, and it's, what area of events management are you hoping to go into? So if you didn't know, I go to the University of Greenwich and I study events management. I'm in my 3rd year and I finish in 4 weeks. As of today, like 3 weeks and 4 days, like very, very, very soon. So I'm actually hoping to go into more of the planning side of events management rather than the operations side or the sales. I've tried operations before, I've tried sales before, and they're just not really me. I prefer much more like the admin side, like the work behind the scenes, rather than like running it on the day or trying to sell someone a space. It's just not really fitting for my personality. I'm a very like organised by the book kind of person, so I like being in an office on my computer, like setting things up and getting all the details in line ready for the day. So that's something I'm looking to go into, even if it means like perhaps being a project manager or a PA or an office manager, anything like that. Just something that's a bit more behind the desk kind of vibe rather than running the actual event. Obviously it doesn't sound as exciting and glamorous to some people, and when I say I want to go into corporate events, people are always like, oh, because they instantly think like festivals and things. But to be honest, it's just not really what would fit with my personality, not what my interests are. So hopefully planning in some kind of corporate sector would be great for me. I've actually got 2 interviews on Wednesday. I'm filming this on Tuesday, so 2 interviews tomorrow, which hopefully they go well. Everybody keep your fingers crossed for me. But yeah, hopefully the corporate sector, doing some planning. So the next question is, how was your first year of the University of Greenwich in terms of meeting new people? Now, I had some positive experiences and some negative experiences in terms of my first year. So moving into London, I was completely new. I didn't know anyone else in the university, and I was lucky in the sense that I was quite brave and like willing to go up to people and introduce myself, which I feel like if I hadn't, it may have been a bit more of a struggle. But the good thing to remember is in the first year of university, everyone's in the same boat really, like everyone's new, no one knows each other, and it's a great chance to kind of introduce each other and not have like this stigma or cliques or anything like that attached to anyone, because no one knows you. So that was really good, and I did meet a lot of new people. Not all of those relationships lasted. As I say, everyone's new, so they're all looking to make a quick bond with someone to like have an ally at their university. But that may mean over the first term or 2 terms or over the first year, you may find that actually you're a bit different from each other and you find other people that you can relate more to, or just the relationship is more like authentic than it would be like in that kind of forced situation. That's definitely something I found with my first year flatmates. I found by like term 2 we didn't really have that much in common. We didn't really talk, which was really sad, but I did manage to find some great friends on my events management course, which obviously makes a lot more sense because we're studying the same thing, so we were going to have the same likes and interests and things, and they have lasted throughout the ages. So I would just say be brave, be ready to kind of go up and talk to people, even if it's just to like compliment them on their outfit. Any small thing, like any interaction, it could be like the start of something really great, but don't take it personally when friendships move around and kind of just shift dynamic. The next question is, are you excited to hit 1k? And the answer is obviously yes. I think at the moment we're at like 988 or around there. So I'm really freaking close, which is kind of insane because I've been doing YouTube on and off since 2012, I want to say 2013. So quite a while, and I remember in my first couple of years doing YouTube I hit like 300 subscribers and it just kind of like plateaued. There wasn't any growth or anything that happened from there, and I kind of took a break from it just because I think I went to sixth form or something. I was like, I'm not going to do it whilst I'm at sixth form, which was a mistake. But since coming back to it and like really loving it, uploading more, really enjoying like being a bit more creative and just showing you some of my life and documenting things that are going on, I've seen a real increase in people watching, which is mad. And to think that there's like 1,000 people sat there who clicked subscribed, kind of crazy to wrap my head around. I feel very humbled by it. I'm very excited. My face is the sun is obviously very excited by it as well. Whoa. But yeah, I'm really excited to hit that milestone. I know it's only like a few extra people, so I'm already kind of there, and I'm so thankful to all of you sat behind your computers or phones right now watching. But yeah, it would just be cool to hit that milestone and get that ticked off my bucket list. How would you describe your relationship in 3 words? Now, this is going to be really hard. If you don't know, I've been in a relationship for 4.5 years, very close to 4.5 years with Christian, and I live with him and everything, so it's a very serious relationship and everything like that. And you might have seen him in some of the vlogs. He doesn't really do cameras, like, a lot, but sometimes I'll catch a little glimpse. I would describe our relationship as fun, as meaningful, and honest, I think would be my 3 words, which I think is a pretty good mix. The next question is very simple, is where are you from? I am originally from Bournemouth in England. It's on the south coast, right opposite the Isle of Wight. So I am a beach baby. I grew up with the seaside, which I absolutely loved. We'd often like go down to the beach after school and things, and it was really great fun, and like a very much like a slower pace of life compared to London. I do hope to go back there one day when I have kids of my own, somewhere around that area. Just really great place to have a family, and I'm really lucky to be from there. My family still live there now, so we go down quite often. But yeah, I am English through and through. The next question is, are you planning on filming a room tour? And yes, I am. I moved to this apartment in January, and from the very start I was like, I'm going to film a room tour, and it's just taken a really long time to come about, especially now with all my deadlines coming up. It will be coming in a few weeks probably, but it's just been tweaking little bits here and there, and honestly it's just been trying to get the room tidy enough for me to film it properly. Hasn't happened yet because life has been a bit crazy, but I'm going to say within like the next 3 or 4 weeks there will be a room tour coming your way. The last question is, how are you coping with uni stress? As I said, I have a lot of deadlines coming up. I actually have four deadlines in the next 4 weeks. I've already submitted one, so technically 3 more deadlines to go, and about 8,000 words to write, so no pressure. Yeah, uni is stressful, but I think I'm dealing with it okay. I've taken a lot of breaks, so I'm making sure to put breaks within my study sessions and things like that, and giving myself rewards, whether that be like a cup of tea or half an hour of YouTube or half an hour of One Tree Hill or whatever it is. And I'm also taking weekends off, which is really nice, so just having weekends for me and Christian, for our relationship, to see friends, to see family, and not studying in those times. So I really only study between like 12 to 5-ish each day, so that's worked out really well for me to make sure I still keep that like work-life balance. And I also recently, kind of getting a bit deep, but I also recently had an epiphany, in the sense like the only person who's putting pressure on myself to get a first and to get such a good grade and to try as hard as I can is me. And at the end of the day, a job isn't really going to care if I get a 2-1 or a first. I mean, if I fail, I could just say that I have the degree. I don't necessarily have to put the grade on there. And my family or my friends won't think of me any less if I don't get a first. So I've just decided that I'm going to take it a bit easier. So whereas before, if this had been year 2 Amber, I would probably be in the library every day, studying my hardest, getting myself stressed, giving myself anxiety. But this year I'm just kind of taking it as it comes, still trying my hardest and doing the work I think I should. I literally just did like 2.5 hours of studying before this, and this is my break. So yeah, it's working out pretty well, and it just means I'm a lot more relaxed. And even though I do have 3 deadlines within the next 3 weeks, it's not like a huge weight on my shoulders. I'm just gonna try my best, and what comes of it is what it is. But yeah, that is everything for my little Q&A. I hope you learned a bit more about me, and if you do have any other questions or things you want to know, either DM me on Instagram or leave a comment down below, and I'll try and do these a bit more regularly, especially now we've got more people subscribing, which is amazing. I am so close to 1,000 subscribers, so if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe, because I've got a very exciting video coming up for when you do, so you're going to want to see that. So hit the subscribe button. I'm currently posting 3 videos a week, so there is a lot of content coming your way, so make sure you stick around, and hopefully I'll see you very soon.